Residents living around Yala swamp in Siaya have accused the county government of frustrating efforts to register the wetland as community land by delaying the release of land inventory to the National Land Commission. Speaking in Siaya after presenting their petition to the county executive member for lands, the residents urged Governor James Orengo to hasten the registration process.
We reiterate our firm demand for the county government of Siaya to release the inventory letter to the National Land Commission forthwith. The action is the critical first step required to kickstart the formal process of registering the community land within Siaya, the Yala swamp ecosystem included as provided for by the Constitution of Kenya in Article 63. Any further delay is unacceptable. And procedural entry of Lake Agro Limited, the community wishes to state in the clearest terms possible that we do not know how or when Lake Agro Limited enter into our community land. The process by which they have laid claim to parts of the Yala swamp has been shrouded in secrecy and lacks the community's participation or consent. We only recognize the lease of grant to Dominion Farms in 2004 by the defunct County Council of Siaya, which was valid for 25 years and is lawfully set to lapse in 2028. Environmental destruction and lack of consultation. We are deeply concerned that Lake Agro Limited is currently constructing structures within the ecosystem without the requisite license from the community and, to the best of our knowledge, without conducting a proper environmental impact assessment as mandated by the National Environment Management Authority, NEMA. This destruction threatens to delicate ecological balance of Yala swamp, which is our livelihood. Call for accountability from elected leaders. We call upon our elected leaders, specifically the members of Parliament for Alego, Songa, and Bondo constituencies, to come clean on this matter, having heard claims of a fake lease being issued by the national government. We remind them that Article 63 of the Constitution of Kenya explicitly prohibits any transactions or business dealings on community land without the involvement of or consent of the community. As public servants paid from public coffers, they have a duty to protect our land rights and must provide clear answers to their constituents regarding their positions on Lake Agro Limited. We stand united in defending our ancestral land and demand transparency from all parties involved in this.
We have petitions, so many petitions for registration, but he keeps quiet. I'm appealing also to the national government to help community land for Siaya registered. My concern, how are we going to last with this with these words? People are registering their lands anywhere, but in Siaya inventory, the governor has refused to release inventory. I'm also appealing to the governor. We want an inventory for Siaya to be released. All 47 counties have released theirs. 46. Why Siaya?
Lazima wajue ni samba yetu okwa yetu. Hapana mtu mwingine ukaa kwa samba nafanya business yake ndani ya samba, ni sisi hapana jua samba ni yetu. Sinataka Mr. Orengo petia sisi barua hiyo samba, sisi masikia amekusandikwa barua hiyo. Patia sisi mwenye samba community pia samba okwa kwa bukoni ya community mwenyewe.
Nilikuwa naomba viongozi wa hapa Siaya County kuhead na governor wetu anaitwa James Orengo akuja tusaidie kupata hii shamba ikuje kwa mkono wa wananchi, kwa sababu wananchi ndio wako na nguvu kupea mwenye wanataka. Si ati mtu anakuja tu kivyake anaingia anafanya vitu zake atujui inaingilia wapi. Sasa anasikia anajenga kampuni hapo na hajaongea hata na wananchi huku chini. Sasa naomba wakubwa wakuje waongee na sisi. Kama wako na investor akuje kwa wananchi hapa chini akae na sisi ndio tuone mwelekeo tunaweza fanya. Kama si hivyo hatutakubali kama wananchi. Mimi ni youth. Hatutakubali mtu atoke mahali anataka anaingia kwa shamba letu anafanya vitu zenye anataka. Hiyo italeta shida. Sasa wakubwa, kama unatusikia mahali mko, tafadhali kujeni hapa chini tuongee.
They also urged area members of parliament to declare the stand on the matter. The Lands County executive member assured the residents that Governor Orengo was committed to having the issue resolved.
Wale ambao walikuja hapa kusema ya kwamba wajengewe factory au hawawakilishi hata samaki huko kwetu, hawawakilishi hata ng'ombe, hatujui wanawakilisha nani wakiongea habari ya kujenga factory. Naona mzee mwingine ameongea hapa factory ambayo inajengwa sisi Yala Swamp. Yala Swamp inatakikana, Yala Swamp iko na samaki, Yala Swamp iko na wanyama, Yala Swamp iko na maji safi, na hiyo Yala Swamp ndio kichungu ambayo inachunga maji ambayo inaenda Lake Victoria. Na watu wakisema wajenge hiyo factory, nani aliwatuma? Nani aliwatuma? Kwa hivyo nitawaita vile gavana waliwaita huko. Gavana aliwaita Jodongaish au ni Jodongaish, wale ambao wakipewa kitu nasibisha tumbo hawajali ya kesho.
Yala Swamp has been a very big deal for His Excellency the Governor, James Orengo, and all of us, his executives. And for that reason, we have documentation and correspondences that we have addressed to the Ministry of Lands in Nairobi and the National Land Commission on the issue. I will show you a group evidence of the fact that the moment they signed the lease agreement, they were supposed to bring us drawings and plans on what they intend to do in Yala Swamp within 6 months. 6 months passed, 7 months passed, 8 months passed, 1 year passed, 1.5 years passed, 2.5 years later, after we started going to Nairobi for negotiations, is when now they agreed to come and meet us. Before that, it was not possible for us to meet them. So now they brought the drawings for the factory that they want to build 2.5 years later, prescribed in the law, as opposed to 6 months. I have the drawings in my office and they're on my desk. These drawings must be scrutinized, not just by the Department of Lands, Fiscal Planning, Housing and Urban Development. They must be scrutinized by the Public Works, Roads and Public Works. They must be scrutinized by Public Health. So it is a team that is looking at these drawings that have come late 2.5 years later because of the pressure put by His Excellency Governor James Orengo in Nairobi. That is a fact, and I'll show the documentary evidence to the small group. So it's something the governor has been working on, and we've been to Nairobi many times with the community. And Lake Agro has been in those meetings chaired by the National Land Commission. Fact of those facts